we have an absolute powerful storm system impacting Hong Kong right now, where everything is shut down. Everybody is asked to stay home because Typhoon Ragasa, also known as Nando in the Philippines, by the way, is impacting the city there, and we are nearing landfall. In fact, let's take a look at the radar. We'll let it refresh right there, and yeah, you can see that inner core of the eye wall just offshore, outer bands impacting Hong Kong. Looks like it's going to come on shore just towards the west of this city here. So we're talking about these areas, a lot of these harbors here. I'm not even going to try Zhuhai. Yeah, a lot of these harbors here right near the coast are going to be looking at some serious surge kind of kicking on shore there. Yeah, and even back towards the west. Now, Queens Harbor is looking at some of that flooding rain. I'm sure a lot of these bridges are closed there just towards the east of this low-level center, but it is going to be a rough day here on our Wednesday along coastal Guangdong, and then eventually this is just going to march its way inland off towards the west. By the way, I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta, always doing my best to keep you informed and updated on these systems out here in the Western Pacific. Try not to hype them. This one, still has winds 115, gusting to 140 knots. So it has backed off in intensity from what we were looking at just like 24 hours ago, and 48 even, when it was a super typhoon out there near the Babuan Islands. But it is still, this would be a major hurricane if it was in the United States. So it still is packing a very serious punch here with it. Let's actually flip over to our graphics from Metro Weather, and we can see our storm system passing by Hong Kong throughout the day here on our Wednesday, but then eventually moving towards Hanoi, where it's going to be a big rainmaker. And you see on the bottom of the screen our other storm system, which this video, I'm not talking about that, by the way. I put out a whole separate video on Opong, is it nearest the Philippines, and how it's going to impact you there. I didn't want to duel up because both of these deserve their own kind of context and update here. So yeah, first off though, yeah, this one, Ragasa, moving onshore towards northern Vietnam, it's going to be a big rainmaker. I mean, some spots out here could definitely see 100 to 200 millimeters of total precipitation as that moisture really piles up, but I still think some of the worst of the weather is going to be along coastal areas of Guangdong. Of course, already seeing the damaging winds coming out of this, right? But the prolonged nature of the rainfall and even some of the low-lying spots could be looking at a bit of a storm surge too. So, wow, it is a bad day for sure across coastal areas there of southern China. By the way, Nagori still chilling out there just southeast of Japan, if you're curious what that big blob is there on the northern side of that map. So, as always, hey, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm doing my best to keep you posted and updated. And number one thing, of course, is please stay safe out there, all right? This is a big storm. All right, see ya.